Hi everybody, welcome to the Footy Channel Groundhog for another pre-match, Arsenal versus Newcastle United. But before we get into the show, if you do enjoy the show today, then please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It does help the channel up the search, and it means new viewers. Sorry, start that again. If you do like what you see, then please do hit the like button. It does help the channel up the search. Also, if you're brand new to the channel, come in to subscribe and be part of this great community. I have now just past 3,600 subscribers. Just having a few technical difficulties there, and so sorry about that. Also, you can become a member. It's 99p. You can do that clicking the join button, and if you want to make a donation, do that in chat, clicking on the $sign, with all money reinvested in the channel. Right, okay, let's go into the comments first of all, and straight away, hello to Trolls, and thank you very much, Trolls, for gifting a membership as well. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much indeed. Not sure who that's gone to, but I will have a look. That's gone to Joe. So Joe has become a member of the channel thanks to Trolls. Right. Chip says hi to you, Chip, as all right. Sefton, good afternoon. How are you, the lads? Absolutely, Sefton. Good afternoon to you as well, mate. Not sure what to think about the match later. I hope we turn up and smash them. Yeah, absolutely. Trolls. I've made something. Sefton sees few injuries, but the Toon Spirit will see us coming away with 3 points, but I'm happy with the draw. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Good afternoon, Wacky. Botman is there, says Chip. Oh, okay, that's a good sign, isn't it? So he can't be that bad. Botman is injured, according to Lee Ryder. Maybe he's not. Maybe it's just mind games. Who knows? Afternoon, everyone, says Joe. Good afternoon to you, mate. Hope you're well too. What you saying, afternoon, Tony? Fashionably late, Tony. Yeah, sorry about that. A few issues there getting started. Pete, afternoon, all afternoon to you, Pete. Hope you're well too, mate. David says, hi, Tony. I fancy 3-2 Newcastle. He sacked twice, and Bonds, and for Arsenal, Saka twice for them. Not a bad shout, that, David, but they haven't scored against us yet, so might not score again today. Maybe Eddie has played everyone about Botman. Yeah, maybe he has. That's what I'm saying. It could be 2-5-2 to win and 11-1 for a 2-1 win. Yeah, but remember, we weren't the favourites in that cup game, the semi-final, to beat them. And we beat them twice over 2 legs. We beat them in the league game, so we're 5-0 up on aggregate over 3 games. So, let's see what we can do in this game. Team news will be out in about 7 minutes' time. This morning I was out. I went out to a cup game down at Berrytown Football Club between 2 Sunday league teams. And let's just see, I'll put the vlog out later, but very good game indeed. Some good football played with these 2 sides as well. Morton Hall versus Kitchener Taverners. Morton Hall are from Bury St Edmunds and Kitchener Taverners are from Ipswich. Kitchener won a 3-1, but it was a very good game. And the second half was the one where it really kicked in. And we actually saw the referee book a few players. But yeah, decent game. Yes, only 184 turned up, but you know what? That's still not bad for that level of football as well. So for a Sunday morning, it was nice just to watch a little bit of football there and a good match as well, to be honest with you. So as I say, that'll go out later on today. It's still 1-0 at Forest at half time. Yeah, apparently in a howler from Areola. I haven't seen it, so I don't know how bad it was, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see it later on, no doubt, or I'll see some sort of highlights later to see the howler. But Forest winning, they've gone level on points with City at the minute, but they're 7th still because of goal difference with Man City. Also want to see well done to Crystal Palace yesterday winning the FA Cup. That's another Big 6 team not winning the trophy this season, or a so-called Big 6. So that leaves Liverpool winning the Premier League. And the only other Big 6 that can win a trophy is either Tottenham or Man United on Wednesday when they win Europa League. So, you know, two teams that have struggled badly in the Premier League, are going to fight it out for a Champions League place. And, you think it's not deserved that the teams that are fourth and fifth bottom should be fighting it out for a Champions League place. But, it is what it is. If only Ipswich and Leicester had played better, then if one of them or both of them had gone down, one of them would have been the Champions League playing in the Championship, and that would have been hilarious, wouldn't it? So it just makes a mockery of it, doesn't it? Absolutely. So, but we'll see. If I was to favour a winner on Wednesday, although I don't want either of them winning, but we can't have them both losing, so got to get a winner. I'd rather have Tottenham winning at the Man United, if I'm honest. And that's the way I see it anyway. Let's see what else has been put in the chat as well. Sinclair's and White Army. Jesus, Mason. I mean, not you again, says Andrew. Hi, mate. Hope you're well. Yeah, it was a bad to give. He gave it to give White to score. Not relying on what other clubs do. We need to get the job done, and we don't deserve the Champions League. Absolutely. We've got to do it ourselves. Absolutely. You can't just keep relying on people to, Man City's got to go to Bournemouth or play Bournemouth, midweek. So we have to wait and see. Hello, people, says Jay. Hi to you, mate. I really hope Spurs win some, man. You get nothing and take a high financial hit, having no Europe. Yeah, absolutely. EFC always, hi mate, hope you're well. He says if Newcastle win today, they'll be the first team to beat Arsenal 4 times in the season. Wow, that'll be some achievement, won't it? And do you know what? I mean, you're missing Marino because he's suspended. Are you missing Declan Rice as well because there's an injury doubt over him, and there was one over Martinelli as well, so I'm not sure. But we'll have to wait and see. Man U is going to sign Tonali in the summer. They've got no chance whatsoever. Why would he downgrade? Man City be on the right slump after yesterday, absolutely. I mean, look, this is a huge game today. It's a game that nobody wants to miss. Well, some people are prepared to miss it, but some aren't. I mean, look, it's a game you can't really miss. It's a huge game. It's probably one of the biggest games of the season now, if not the biggest game of the season after the Carabao Cup final. We could potentially finish second place. If we beat Arsenal today, we got Everton at home next week, beat them at home, we've got second place. And what a season that would be to win the Carabao Cup and to finish second, runners up to Liverpool. And it's just absolutely crazy to think that could happen, And I hope it does happen. I really do. Really do hope it happens. Yeah, Gordon's picture there. Yeah, Botman's picture there. He's got his boot bag and everything, so it doesn't look to me look like he's injured at all. So maybe it was just maybe it was a bit of mind games just for Arsenal to think, well, they're a defender short as well. So, Newton Heath couldn't afford Tonali, says Joe. They'd have to sack their entire staff top to bottom to save enough just to make a bid for us to laugh at it. Yes, the thing says Chipaz. My guy, says G as well. Yeah, so team news will be out in just one moment. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the game. I can't wait for it to start. 4:30 kickoff on Sky. And as I say, we need to make sure we just get the job done today, Even if we come out with a draw, I still won't be annoyed at a draw. I'd rather win the game and obviously try and finish second, which would be lovely. But if we get a draw and it means it's a point extra towards Champions League, then I'll take it all day long. But the players will go down there thinking they can win this game. And absolutely, why not? It's going to pass. I'm just going to check the... make sure the team news is there, and the team news is there. Right, so everybody ready for the team news? Right, okay, so here's the team news for today. Pope and goal, and then we got a back four of Botman, Share, Byrne, Livramento. Midfield three of Bruno. Trying to see who else is in there. We've got Bruno in there. Trying to think who's putting in this midfield because this has got me confused. This lineup. I'll go through it as a number order because I don't know why we don't just put it in, in match order. So anyway, Pope, Botman, Cher, Tonali, Callum Wilson, Gordon, Barnes, Livramento, Murphy, Byrne, and Bruno the captain. No Isak. On the bench, it's Dubravka, Ruddy, Lascelles, Kraft, Asula, Willick, Longstaff, Miley, and Neve. So Isak must be injured. I'll put that on screen. I really don't like when we put. I wish you would stop putting it in this number order and just put it in order where you know where people are playing, because in position order, because I really hate this number order, and I think there's a lot of fans are getting a bit sick of it, to be fair. Looks like we could be playing with a back three, by the way. So if you just bear with me, I will pop this on the screen for you. Just give me one moment. There we go. There's the team news. What do you make of that team? I mean, if Sky's got the lineup on, I'll see which way Sky's were lined up, because obviously Isak must have an injury, and that's why he's not obviously playing today, which is a bit of a shame, really. But this is where it's time for Callum Wilson to step up and do the business as well. No, Sky haven't put the lineup out yet, so I don't know which way we're doing this. If anybody's got an idea how we're lining up. I mean, I presume it's a back three of Botman, Cher, and Byrne, with possibly Livramento and obviously Murphy as the wing backs. You know, as I say, and then obviously the midfield is probably going to be Bruno and Tonali, with Gordon, Wilson, and Bonds as the front three. That's all. I'm just wondering. You know, it's, as I say, I don't like when they put it in this order. I really don't. Does anybody else like this order of the way Newcastle put these lineups up, or do you think they should be in position order? Because I don't like this at all. Because you're trying to work it out which way we are actually lining up for today's game. You know, it's not great, is it? And I will get the Arsenal lineup as well. Let's check the Arsenal lineup. So they're going with Raya in goal, White, Saliba, Kivio, and Lewis Skelly is their back four. At least they put it in order. Then the midfield is Partey, Rice, and Odegaard. Some Partey's playing. Rice is playing. Saka, Martinelli, Trossard. Bench is Neto, Tierney, Zinchenko, Jorginho, Havertz, Sterling, Francis, and Nwaneri. So that's the Arsenal lineup for today. So yeah. So again, it's Raya, White, Saliba, Kivio, Lewis Skelly, Partey, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, Trossard. It's a good lineup Arsenal's got, but it's not a lineup that we should be thinking, oh, we'll not beat them, because I think we can. I will pop the Arsenal lineup there in just one moment as well. Yes, Botman playing, exactly. Murphy will be a wing back. I think so, yeah. He's doing what he did at Liverpool. Wilson is how doing. It's asked you to play Wilson instead of Asula's madness. I mean, yeah, I'd like to see him start as well. Rather Asula than Wilson, plus Asula has scored more. I mean, Wilson hasn't scored yet, has he? So, no Isak, no. I don't know what's up with him, Greg. Maybe an injury. Well, it isn't going to be easy, as they have a point to prove against us for obvious reasons. Keep it tight and frustrate them and nick some goals, but no Isak, says Ronald. Yeah, absolutely, Ronnie. We are losing this game. We're not losing the game. We're not yet. Whereas, says Joe, keeping Isak fresh for next week. I would rather. Well, he hasn't been playing well, has he, Isak? 4-4-1. Chat grenade. Maybe because Isak is going to Arsenal. Oh, God. Don't start that, Andrew. 5-2-3-1, 3-4-3. 5-3-2. Craig Hope said Isak has a groin issue. 3-4-3. Maybe Isak's not going to play again this season, so maybe it might just be better he has a rest now. I think it's obvious, says Isak needs an operation on his groin. Asula should be starting ahead of Wilson, as he would cause their defence issues. Wilson does not excite me anymore. He doesn't know. But, there's been rumours that Wilson's come out saying he thinks this will be his last season here. So, look, that if he gets the winning goal at Arsenal, I'll take that all day long. Absolutely, I will. Fulham are winning 1-0, by the way, over Brentford. It's now 1-1. Mbeumo scored, so there we are. He's just scored, Mbeumo, so it's 1-1 now between Brentford and Fulham. I see nothing but a loss. Livramento, Burnshare, Murphy, Bruno, Tonali, Gordon, Wilson, Barnes. What's Asula got to do to get a game? And 2 keepers on the bench again. Yeah, absolutely. Share midfield and Tonali and Bruno. Get into them, says Sefton. Absolutely. It's just been on the app that Isak's injured, says Joe. Maybe Wilson gets 55 minutes and Osula comes on. Yeah, maybe. Isak has been bad, but Wilson has been worse. Yeah. But then if he's not fully fit, he's not going to look great, is he? Now we need a new striker. If we lose, I don't want to melt down, mind. No, we don't want to melt down if we lose, but we're not going to lose. We're going to go there to win the game. Exactly that. I mean, look, I think we can win this game. I mean, when we got them in the Carabao Cup semi-final, we were all thinking, oh, God, this isn't great. We got Arsenal, we could have done with somebody else, but we didn't. We got Arsenal. And we went down there, sure enough, yeah. Yeah, okay, they could have took the lead through Martinelli when he struck the post, but after that, Isak put we're ahead, and then obviously Anthony Gordon in the second half. So if we can do that again, if we can get an early goal in this game, that'll put the Arsenal players under pressure, and the fans will be on the back. And I think we can win this game. I really do. And we haven't conceded against Arsenal this season yet. So let's make it a clean sweep. Hi, Tony. First time I've seen you in my notifications in months. I think the name change hasn't helped, but you have. I have you as all in subscribed. But the day when that went up too quick there. Day when we find you, we go second today, 3-1 the tune. Yeah, thanks, Scott. Yeah, sorry, mate. The channel changed back in November. As I say, I had to change something because obviously there's lots of Newcastle channels. It was hard to compete, and I had to do something different. And doing match vlogs around non-league has been absolutely fantastic. But I still do the Newcastle stuff, and we'll still have transfer window shows throughout the transfer window as well. So there's still going to be lots on the channel through the close season as well. So make sure you hit the bell notification. That should keep you up to date as well. Isula has to prove that he isn't a donkey in training. It isn't rocket science yet. Chris says, I've taken a point before the game, but with Isak not available now, a lot of fans will think the same. Yeah, a point's a positive. It's always a positive. Jay says, I originally said 3-2, but without a striker who can score, I don't see 3-2 now. Maybe a cheeky 1-0 if we're tight at the back. We have capability to score from elsewhere. last week showed. Yeah, I mean, look, Tonali can score from anywhere, can't he? I mean, just because, look, just because we haven't got Isak, it doesn't mean to say we can't win this game. It could be a ball's put through to Wilson and he gets a lucky break and he puts a ball in the back of the net. That might do his confidence a world of good. There's talk that Leeds United are keeping an eye on him for the summer. If he left in the summer and went to Leeds, I wouldn't have a problem with that. I would say that's a brilliant move for him because one, he'd get more game time at Leeds, and two, he's been great for us, but unfortunately, his body can't cope with the Premier League no more because injuries have caught up with him, and that's the sad fact and the sad reality for Callum Wilson now. So yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon to you, Julie G. Hope you're well. What do you think of the team news, Julie? No Isak, but again, just because there's no Isak, it doesn't mean to say we can't win the game. Because the other players now need to step up and show why. I mean, Gordon, if he's on form, we win this game. Chelsea fans were whinging about Gordon last week because I said he kept going down all the time, kept diving everywhere. But look, we'll just have to wait and see. Andrew says still going 2-1. Tonali a goal. Bet you a pint. We knew that was coming, Andrew. Andrew's not coming out with his 7-0 today because he's probably not feeling that confident we'll win 7-0. But do you know what? I'll take any result. I've always said I'll even take a 1-0 if it comes off the keeper's backside in the last minute of the game and we win the game 1-0. I couldn't care how we win it. Just win the game. Get the points. I'm sure the players will be motivated thinking, right, if we get in this game, we go out, we can go and win this game. And that's what the players will be thinking. Let's just go out and win the game. They'll have the motivation thinking we can finish second. A win today pushes us second. We got Everton at home next week. So let's go and beat Arsenal, and then let's go and beat Everton. And a win today helps us because it means we'll clinch Champions League anyway. We'll see what happens. What he says, big question, does PD have that vest on today? I don't know, you'll have to ask him. Trying to work out the formation. Yeah, I think, Julie, we're going 3 at the back with Botman, Cher and Byrne. Wing backs are probably going to be Murphy and Livramento. Then there's going to be Tonali and Bruno in the midfield with Gordon probably on the right, Wilson in the middle, and Barnes on the left, or unless Barnes goes right and Gordon goes left. So I think that's how they're going to do it. Scott says, watch Wilson get a hat-trick and secure a year's extension. Oh, God. Do you know what? That would be typical. That would be, yeah, absolutely. If he got a hat-trick and he just happened to get a year's extension. Oh, geez, honestly. Can't see it happening, but there again, football's a funny old game, as Greavesy once said, so you never know. Sky Slam put the lineup on, so I just want to see how we're lining up. I just wish we wouldn't do this number order. I really hate it. It's horrible. Or possibly Gordon Barnes as a number 10. Yeah, could be, Julie. Could be. But yeah, I mean, look, it's it. As I say, we've got an hour till kick-off, and we just got to remain positive. Just remain positive. The game hasn't started yet. Once the game kicks off, you never know. We might be on the front foot from the off. If we get an early goal, get them rattled, the fans will get on their backs. And then who knows what can happen. They've got that Kivio at the back. I don't really rate him that highly, if I'm honest. What he says, watch Wilson pull a hammy in. Oh, Jesus, don't say that. Do not say that. Please, Wacky, we don't wish that on us at all. Please not, because I will be rather peed off if that did happen. Be absolutely well and truly paid off if that happened. Right, so the officials for today's game: Simon Hooper is the referee. Adrian Holmes and Simon Long are the assistants. The fourth official is Andy Madley, as he was referee at the Mackems match the other night. VAR is Michael Salisbury, and the assistant VAR is Mark Perry. So Simon Hooper is the referee. I don't particularly like that guy either. But our refs are shocking. I mean, going back to the FA Cup final yesterday, there's a lot of debate over should Dean Henderson have seen a red card? Should he have stayed on the pitch? Or were VAR right to say, well, actually, because Haaland was going away from goal, it wasn't a clear goal scoring opportunity? Look, I've seen it and I'm thinking, but I thought a handball outside an area meant that it was a red card. You know, remember when Pope came flying out and got the red card against Liverpool? I thought that's what it was. I thought as soon as you handle outside an area, it's an automatic red card. So I can see the argument from both sides, because where Haaland was, it's not really a clear opportunity, where if he was going straight on goal, then maybe that is a clear goal scoring opportunity. But he stayed on the pitch. But then Man City had a penalty, and they missed that. Mamouche missed that penalty. Obviously, Haaland was taken off duties because he's missed a few this season. But I thought Dean Henderson was absolutely fantastic for them yesterday. Man United must be looking at that and thinking, why did they sell him when they could have kept him? He's probably better than what Onana is, and that Bayinda as well. But that's their loss. That's what Man United are good at. And long may it continue. As I say, I just wish Ipswich and Leicester had been a lot better, because we might have saw them two drop down the division to the Championship. Wilson pulls a hammy in house, still bring on Ruddy to play striker and overlook Asula. Andrew says, Tonali wanting Asula to come on and get the glory goal. Bet you a paint. Pre-planned sub at 60 minutes, so Tonali and Bruno off, Longstaff and Ruddy on. Bet Jay says, Andrew, I'll bet you a pint of Wilson can last more than a minute. I'll take that bet. Andrew will hold you to that as well. If Wilson gets injured, how will play Gordon striker? Yeah, he would do. Was a red all day as much as a red as someone I know. Gordon kind of playing the number 9 role. He's terrible in that position. I agree, Jason. Asula scored a canny goal, but even Tony Cunningham got a couple of back in the day. Tony Cunningham was absolutely awful. Terrible. Who was the other one? George Riley. He wasn't that great either, was he? Oh, geez, honestly. But yeah, we've had some donkeys up front, haven't we? And who can forget Cisco? Jeez, the man who cost an absolute fortune. Not just in transfer fee, but in wages and everything. He was awful, wasn't he? Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Thank you very much indeed, Sefton. Yeah, please do, guys. If you don't mind smashing that like, it does help the channel grow. And if you're new to the channel, then come and join the great community we got here. As I say, I'm now over 3,600 subscribers, which has been absolutely fantastic. The channel's gone absolutely crazy in the last few weeks. And yeah, it's, and I thank everybody who subscribes to the channel, because, I don't take it for granted. And I just thank you for your continued support as well. Gareth says, hi, Tony. Wilson can give us some sort of performance. Surely Asula will get some game time today. Yeah, I mean, look, I would like to see Asula come on in the second half, especially if we're winning the game. Get Asula on and get him to score one as well. That would be absolutely fantastic. Manuel Riviere. Oh, Jesus, he was woeful as well, wasn't he? My God, was he not? Alan says, good day, Tony. Good to see you back. I've not seen you on before a match like you used to. I know you've been busy with non-league. Oh, cheers on. Thanks, mate. Yeah, I mean, look, I've been doing a lot of non-league stuff, and as I say, when I can get on, before a match, then I'll do a pre-match. But there'll be, as I say, throughout the summer, there will definitely be transfer shows, so keep up to date with them as well. But yeah, I mean, look, the non-league's been absolutely brilliant, Alan. And I always say to people, if Newcastle's not playing on that day, get yourself to a non-league game. Honestly, it is, not only just because of the football, but it's also the fact is you're actually helping that club out as well and giving them a bit of support. So yeah, it's and he says, is Isak out? Yes, he's out. He's got a groin issue, apparently, according to the Newcastle United website. Choppy says, hi, Tony. Eddie would still pick Wilson if he had a Zimmer frame. Probably, Choppy, yeah. You're absolutely right there, mate. He probably would. I'd rather have Michael Owen than Emmanuel Riviere. Well, yeah, at least Owen would stick the ball now at the net. Well, I'll say that. I remember when he was coming towards the end of his contract, wasn't he? That was the year we got relegated. And I remember we played Portsmouth. I think it was a Monday night game. Yeah, it was. And it was awful because we drew 0-0. And the chances Michael Owen had to score in that game, how he missed them, I do not know. It was just like, was he deliberately missing them chances? And I was really frustrated that night. But then I think going down that year got rid of him, didn't it? I was in the scoreboard when George Riley scored the win against Liverpool and joined Mog in the glory hunt as a school crying it was a foul. God, George Riley, what? Yeah, not even on the bench. I've just bought a Sheffield scarf. What, United scarf? Oh, is that to wind up the Mackhams, is it? Brilliant. That's a downer. Yeah, absolutely, Alan. Not with us, he couldn't score in a free brothel for us, says Joe. What he says, wouldn't even bother pressing Arsenal and deep in their own half, waste their energy. In my opinion, they will play 400 passes to go 15 yards up the pitch. If we play against Arsenal like we did against Liverpool in the cup final, we'll have no problems. That's what we got to do. Gordon says, hopefully Isak okay for next Sunday against Everton. Thing is, though, Gordon, I wouldn't be surprised if he's not back this season now, because what's the point? It's no point in bringing him back for one more game. If he's injured or whatever and he needs some sort of rest or an operation, I would just let him rest now. That's it. I would just say, do you know what? We'll just leave it. What he says, George Riley was good in the air from what I remember. Yeah, he was tall, wasn't he? Alan says, still think we can get something. Isak can't be risked, like Botman, if needed. Keep him out the final game. Absolutely, Alan, I totally agree. I mean, look, everybody thought Botman was out today, and I think that was a bit of mind games from Eddie Howe, if I'm honest. And if it is, that's bloody clever mind games. I think he's being kept back for next week, says Chip. If Wilson gets back to his best, he'll do the job for us, says Julie. He can do, yeah. Get Isak his operation now, and then we have him back full strength, absolutely. No point in bringing Isak back if he's going to go under the knife. Exactly, Choppy. Get a result today, that's what's important, absolutely. If we win Arteta, we'll see the ball was too inflated. Oh, do you know what it is? That honestly, I could not believe that against Arsenal in the Carabao Cup, when he turned around and he said, the ball was too late. What does he think? They were playing with a penny floater, If anybody's thinking, what's a penny floater? Because some youngsters may think, what's a penny floater? Well, it's a late ball. It was a cheap ball you used to buy, and if you kicked it, it used to go flying all over the place, and they were horrendous. But yeah, that guy's just unbelievable. Latest games going on at the moment anyway. So West Ham are still losing 1-0 to Forest. Brentford are still 1-1 with Fulham. Leicester are winning 1-0 at home to Ipswich. And Jamie Vardy has scored his goal. So I think that's his 200th goal, isn't it, in the Premier League now or whatever. So yeah, at least he's going to sign off. In fact, just sharing, it's actually 2-0 Forest now. So okie dokie, we'll wait and see who the goal scorer is for that, and that's Milenkovic. So there we go. So sorry, Wacky, it's gone from bad to worse for your team. 2-0 down now. Is Ashington in Ashton, it's a penny floater. 100% 2-0 Forest, says Pete as well. Yeah. George Riley ended back on the building sites laying bricks and modern day football. I couldn't handle it. Tell us a clown he is, Julie. The anniversary of Special K. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, when he come back as a manager, he was brilliant for us. He was. Then when he did come back again under the previous owner, he was just it's just disastrous to see what happened to him. It was just disgusting how he was treated. It doesn't cost a penny to leave a floor. Jesus. Andy Linnigan, ex-Arsenal, is a plumber now. Yeah, couldn't imagine any Premier League player doing a normal job. Well, that's the thing. I mean, you look at it. You look at some of these non-league players. They go to work. They go to work and then go to football. You know, some of them have got jobs. They've got to travel a couple hours in their own cars on a Tuesday night to go and play football, get back home and get up in the morning and go to work again. So, yeah. Zavarchek on Forest's second goal. I remember my first penny float, all the different club names printed on it. Most names in the top flight. Now it was 45 years ago. Oh, yeah, I remember. Yeah, you used to get one, didn't you, with all the different names on? Yeah, I remember them. Why are my teams so poor? I don't know, Wacky. You tell me. Choppy says, hi, Tony. We used to call them flyaway for penny floaters. Yeah, they do, don't they? Okay, Tony. Peter. How's it going? I'm absolutely fine. Thank you, Kate and Jonathan. And apparently a groin issue. So, don't know. Spirit of Toyota is with us. Absolutely. I mean, look. I remember that game. I was at that game 4-4. 4 down at half time. And I know quite a few people left. And I just said to somebody at half time, I wonder if I should put a bet on just to get a couple of goals back, you know, or for us to score the next goal. And I said, stupidly enough, I said to somebody, it'd be funny if we get an early goal and then we get one back and we get two back. Who's to say we couldn't get a draw at this game? And this guy says, I doubt we'll get a draw, mate. He says, I wonder what the odds would have been on that, which I don't know what the odds were on it, but it would have been crazy. If I'd have gone put a bet on it half time that Newcastle would have come back and drew 4-4, that would have been, yeah. But that was a great game, let's be honest. That was a cracking game. And I think it was the first, it was the first time in the Premier League that a team has actually come back from 4-0 down to draw 4-4. But I was saying that game as well, Abu Diaby was to blame for them as well, because why did he get himself needlessly sent off? There was no reason for it, you know. So, right, I'll just pop the team news back up on screen there for you. There we go. There's the team news there. There you go, Alan. That's the team news today. Confident we win. No problem. Absolutely. Toyota was a good player. There you go. Jay says, just think how next season will be when half the leave in Europe. The league will be mental. I mean, yeah, it's mad to think how many teams could be in Europe next season. Unbelievable, isn't it? Did anyone watch Just Girl Smackums? No, I didn't know. Did I say I love United? Chip was. We are the real United, so you was right. What he says, anyone still traumatised and having flashbacks from Eurovision last night, so we had shit, but couldn't. No, I didn't watch it, so I wouldn't have had any. I've got no flashbacks, thank you very much. No problem, Alan. No problem, mate. possible top 8 could be, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, they could be. So one to watch, that's for sure. I mean, my prediction for today, right? Well, look, because we haven't conceded against them, I'm going to expect that to continue. So I'm going to say 2-0. I'm going to say it's an Ollie and Gordon on the score sheet. So that's my prediction, 2-0 today. And let's make it 4 wins out of 4, which will be the first time it's happened. So let's make it 4 wins out of 4. Not concede any goals. And if we score 2, Andrew gets his 7-0. Because it will be 7-0 on aggregate over 4 games. So there you go. So maybe that's why. That's maybe why I've went for 2-0. The goals being given. Brentford are 2-1 up now. So Brentford are winning now. Oh, chippers. But yeah, so that's my prediction. 2-0 today. And let's hope we can get the job done. So yeah, so I'm coming to the end of this short show now, but it gives everybody a chance to get ourselves sorted out, ready for the match. And I'm going to, because everybody want to get sorted, get something to eat and drink or whatever before the match and get themselves all rested down and things like that. I will do one day, Troll. I'll go a little bit longer, mate. Jay says, smash the likes, people. Make sure to subscribe, my guys. Maybe the best United win. The ones in black and white, that is. Absolutely, Jay. Absolutely. All day long. There's only one United. They copied us, didn't they? But if you have enjoyed today's show, then please do smash the like. It does help the channel up the search. And if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing and join this great community. Got lots of great content on there, lots of great vlogs. There's been some great matches on there. And there'll be another one coming up later on as well. So keep an eye out for that vlog as well. And says Botman bat was excellent in the cup game against Arsenal. We'll be happy with a 0-0. Can't remember the last time I said that. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, mate. And thank you. Take care too. Great show, says Troz. Thank you very much, my friend. And yeah, one thing I will say is, remember, the future's bright. The future is definitely black and white. Can we win the Premier League one day? Yes, we can. Why not? And remember, if we do finish second, we ain't spent in the last 3 transfer windows. And because we haven't spent the last 3 windows, sorry about that, guys. Because we haven't spent the last 3 windows, if we finish second, that'd be fantastic. That would stick that up Richard Masters, wouldn't it? You know, because he can keep pushing the limits as much as he wants, and we'll keep coming back and saying, it doesn't matter what you do to us, we're coming back and we're still there. So we're not going anywhere. Cracking show, Tony. Cheers, mate. Off Wiedersehen. How are you, the lads? Absolutely. Someone at the door. No, it's not. He's in Scunthorpe, isn't he? So, yeah. Some people are just not watching the game today, unfortunately. How are you, the lads? Says Ronnie as well. Yep. And as I say, it's been a great show, guys. And thank you for watching. And as I say, let's hope we get the win today. And as I say, I'm still going 2-0 to us. Can't see why we can't win this game 2-0. And cheers, Andrew. And yeah, so let's win this game and get back to second place. And get to second place in the Premier League and keep it, because we have to beat Everton next week to stay in second place. So it's not a given that we've got second place. But until then, see you all later. How are the lads?